kids and families, welcome back. I'm so happy that you're here again tonight. Did you have fun on the Great KONNECT Adventure? Oh, I'm so glad. I did too. If you didn't know, it was me at the Pictionary station. And boy, do we have some amazing artists in Amherst. It was so much fun. I love how God is so loving, caring, and powerful. We can feel powerless, sometimes nervous, scared, or helpless. But when we feel powerless, Jesus rescues! Yes! So maybe as we're getting ready to go back to school, it's a little different, a little scary. Maybe you had a friend move away, or they're not in your class this year at school. Maybe somebody you know is really sick, or there are big changes happening in your family. In those moments where we feel powerless, it's so important to remember that Jesus rescues. Will you say the point with me? Ready? When you feel powerless, Jesus rescues! Yes! Ah, amazing. Thank you, God. Now, I would really like to show thanks to God for being so awesome by a little thing called worship. And worship is doing anything that shows God that we love Him back. And tonight, I'd like to do that by singing and dancing. Will you do that with me? Oh, awesome. All right, let's get to our feet. Let's go.
This life is a journey, a path made for me. With every step I take, as I run this race, I'm becoming the person you call me to be. A child of God, a life redeemed. So I set my eyes on you, Jesus, I'm ready, I'm ready to go. Where you lead, I'll follow. Where you lead, I'll go. Not gonna wait for tomorrow. This is the journey of a lifetime. The journey of a lifetime. God, you already know me. I wanna know you. Help me grow stronger and discover the truth. I'm ready, let's go. Where you lead, I'll follow. Where you lead, I'll go. Not gonna wait for tomorrow. This is the journey of a lifetime. With every step I take, with every step I take, I'm becoming the person you call me to be. A child of God, a life redeemed. So I set my eyes on you, Jesus, I'm ready, I'm ready, let's go. feel it in the air right now. It's all around, I see it everywhere. It's the power, yeah, yeah, God's power. It's the power to move any star. It's the power to heal your broken heart. It's the power, yeah, God's power. So don't hold back, no, don't hold still. God is here and He is real. Take 4 steps to the left, to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn it around and move to the right. 1, 2, 3. Now take tiny little jumps forward to the front. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 jumps back, but you better look back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now freeze. And everybody clap your hands. Now stop. I feel it in the air right now. It's all around, I see it everywhere. It's the power, yeah, yeah, God's power. It's the power to move any star. It's the power to heal your broken heart. It's the power, yeah, God's power. So don't hold back, no, don't hold still. God is here and He is real. Take 4 steps to the left, to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn it around and move to the right. 1, 2, 3. Now take tiny little jumps forward to the front. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 jumps back, but you better look back. Let's do it all again right now. Take 4 steps to the left, to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn it around and move to the right. 1, 2, 3. Now take tiny little jumps forward to the front. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 jumps back, but you better look back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now freeze. And everybody clap your hands. Now stop.
Hello, Connect friends. It's me, Tanya. So great to see you the other day. Have you ever felt powerless or like, you know, you don't have much power? Me too. Sometimes you can feel powerless in a lot of ways. Like if your family tells you that you're moving to a whole new community, or when you have new rules to follow. I mean, come on, there's new rules at church, there's new rules at school, there's even new rules when we want to go shopping. But because of Jesus, you have more power than you think. Now, it's a different kind of power. But if you look in the Bible, in Ephesians chapter 1, verses 19 and 20, it'll tell you this is the same mighty power that rose Jesus from the grave. Now, we're not talking about a superhero kind of power here, but you would be so surprised at what the power of Jesus can do. I mean, come on. When you feel powerless, Jesus rescues!
Good morning, kids, or good evening, or good afternoon. It's great to see you today. And I want to share a little story with you. Arthur and I have a story that we want to share. Now, many, many moons ago, in this little town called Norton, my family had to rush to the nearest hospital, which was in St. John, and I was born. And everything was great, except my legs were turned in like this. Like, you can watch Arthur. They were like turned in like this. It's like pigeon-toed is what they called it. And so my parents were a little nervous about what was going on. and they didn't quite know what it meant. And so they met with the doctor, and the doctor said, well, it's likely that he will never be able to run, and he might be able to walk, but he might need a wheelchair or crutches to get around for most of his life. And so my parents really didn't know what to do with that information, so they tried different things that the doctor wanted them to do. They put casts on my legs to try and straighten them out, but I would kick them off. They put shoes on the wrong feet to try and help straighten them out. I kicked those off too. And so then they tried to put the shoes on the wrong feet, and they put a metal bar between my legs so that I couldn't kick them off in the middle of the night. And then they put them on one night. They were off the next morning when my parents got up. And so it just seemed that no matter what was going on, my legs weren't going to heal. I wasn't working with them. I didn't want to do the things. Obviously, as a little kid, I was really stubborn too. So, but I didn't want to do the things they were trying to put on my feet. And so they really didn't know what to do next. And my dad was actually a pastor of the church in Norton. And so one day he's sitting there, and he realizes that they've been going about this the wrong way. And so they have a healing service for my legs, and they pray over my legs that God will straighten them out, and that things will work out for me, and that I'll be able to be healthy and grow. And so that same night, there was a lady in our church who had had back problems for years, and she came up to pray for me. And when she was praying for me, she said it felt like a bottle of hot oil was poured over her back, and her back pain went away. And at the same time, my legs were healed. I had an appointment coming up. They brought me to the appointment. The doctor's like, I can't really explain it, but his legs have straightened out. At first he was like, well, the shoes must be working. And my parents were like, no, he hasn't been wearing the shoes. He kicks them off. And so the doctor was a little confused about what was going on and how my legs had straightened out on their own, because it normally didn't do that. And so really what it came down to was my parents had faith to believe that Jesus would heal me. And he did. And he healed my legs. I can run, I have fun, I play sports. In grade 11, I ran in track and field, and I won the gold medal for the 100-meter dash. And I don't say that to brag about myself. I say that to say that God healed me. And he's given me this ability with my legs now to use them to spread the gospel and tell people about Jesus. And so I wanted to share with you kids, me and Arthur. Arthur's glad that I have legs that I can walk around with and use and run, because he loves to run, he loves to play. And but we just wanted to share with you this story to encourage you that when you believe in Jesus, you also receive the power that Jesus has to get through any situation that you need to get through. So I hope that encourages you today. I hope that you have fun with this great adventure, and we'll see you around. Bye, kids. Bye.
Well, I'd say we had an amazing adventure. The greatest adventure, the journey of a lifetime. If you want to make that decision tonight to follow Jesus, to have the greatest adventure, the journey of a lifetime, just remember your ABCs. A stands for admit. Admit that you've done wrong and ask God to forgive you for disobeying him. B stands for believe. Believe that God sent his son Jesus to take the punishment for your sin. And trust that he has forgiven you because Jesus made you right with God. And C stands for choose. And it's to choose to spend your whole life depending on God's power to help you say no to sin. And as you live and love like Jesus, tell others about how he is your #1 friend. And if you have made the decision or want to make the decision today, talk to someone that you know, that you trust, and that you know loves Jesus too. Because without God, we can feel so helpless and so powerless. But don't forget, when we feel powerless, Jesus rescues! Yes! Oh, I'm so glad that you joined us here for the Great KONNECT Adventure. And I hope that we'll get to see you again soon. Bye-bye!
This life is a journey, a path made for me. With every step I take, as I run this race, I'm becoming the person you call me to be. A child of God, a life redeemed. So I set my eyes on you, Jesus, I'm ready, and ready to go. Where you lead, I'll follow. Where you lead, I'll go. Not gonna wait for tomorrow. This is the journey of a lifetime. The journey of a lifetime. God, you already know me. I wanna know you. Help me grow stronger and discover the truth. I'm ready, let's go. Where you lead, I'll follow. Where you lead, I'll go. Not gonna wait for tomorrow. This is the journey of a lifetime. With every step I take, with every step I take, I'm becoming the person